is officially DOA. You see, Thunder at the box office. And nobody asked for this. I mean, nobody cares, despite a lot of people, basically like a lot of mixed reviews, and it's been number one box office and stuff. And yet, still, Marvel still shoved it down our throats like it's some kind of, epic comeback. I mean, it's not a comeback, it's a meltdown at this point. And Thunderbolts, and now they're calling it the new Avengers, is the perfect example of how far the MCU has fallen. Okay, so basically, Thunderbolts and stuff, or as they call it, 4 days in, the new Avengers just exploded in the worst way possible. Okay, so on Monday, this film just only scraped together just $5 million. Okay, yes, 5 million. I mean, that's not just bad. It's just one of the worst Monday openings in Marvel history. And basically, when you adjust for inflation, it gets even worse. It's only this thing right here. I mean, this Thunderbolts now called the new Avengers into the MCU, and this is the future of well, basically, but 4 days into its run, and the domestic $9.3 million. It's not even $8 million. And remember, Captain America: Brave New World did hit $100 million on in 4 days, and that wasn't even a critical darling right there. It just had the benefit of a holiday Monday. This garbage didn't even come close. But exactly what do you expect when you try to rebrand Thunderbolts as the new Avengers and pretend like that's going to be honestly, they pulled one of the dirtiest bait and switches imaginable. Well, this isn't just, Thunderbolts, it's the new Avengers. Except they waited until the end of the movie and the post credit scene to actually reveal it. I mean, that's like basically putting a cherry on a turd and calling it dessert. Now, I'm gonna be honest here. If your big twist is hiding the new title until the credits roll, maybe your movie didn't earn it. I mean, that's not branding. That's just pure, simple desperation right there. And Thunderbolts, now called the new Avengers, thanks to Marvel, simply reeks of it. Now, if you want to go ahead and upset the fans, here's how you do it. You just go ahead and take the team name with weight, with history, with comic book legacy, and then slap it on a group of characters that no one cares about. Okay, that's exactly what they did with the new Avengers. You see, real fans remember the lineup with Spider Man, Iron Man, Wolverine, Captain America. I mean, you name it, the actual icons. But what do we get instead? Some sort of random lineup that no one asked for. And that's not the new Avengers. That's Thunderbolts called the new Avengers, pretending to be something that it's not. And the audience simply saw right through it, okay? Now, look, I'm not here to go ahead and mince words here, but you think that Marvel's problems about superhero fatigue, it's actually garbage. The issue is desperation of, woke storytelling, tone deaf decisions, and this insufferable need to trick fans instead of actually delivering. And this studio used to care about quality. Now they care about tricking people into theaters. With the Thunderbolts, or as they're calling it, the new Avengers, rebrand is a peak fake out. The fans are not buying it, and the numbers are proving it. The meltdown is here, okay? And bottom line, Kevin Feige used to be the guy and everything with the vision, right? The mastermind. But now he's just the architect of this whole cinematic universe dumpster fire. And it's clear that, ever since the Russo brothers, James Gunn, John Favreau, and even Joss Whedon stepped back, well, the Russo brothers are back in, this franchise has been rudderless. You've got Feige trying to go ahead and hold it together with duct tape and empty cameos. But Thunderbolts is exactly what happens when you actually go ahead and when you actually think the brand is stronger than the story itself. I mean, this is supposed to be the next chapter, according to Kevin Feige, in Marvel's grand saga. I mean, this is the thing you slap the new Avengers name one, a movie that can't be even beat 2008 Hulk in raw numbers. This is the franchise you expect audiences to rally around again. Best wishes with that. I mean, two times in a row now they've tried to go ahead and pivot failing films with last minute title swaps. First the Marvels, now Thunderbolts, or as they're calling it, the New Avengers. Both exploded in the worst way possible. Not a good way, but like fireworks going off in a trash can, basically. But let's be clear about this. I mean, this is not a minor stumble. You know, this is just basically the collapse of a franchise. Thunderbolts and stuff, or as they're calling it, the New Avengers, isn't a fluke. It's the symptom of a larger disease that Marvel has completely lost touch with its fan base, okay? And they think that, people want these generic, half big ensemble films with no heart, no stakes, and no connection to what made the MCU great in the first place. Okay. Now, they couldn't be any more wrong. I mean, if you ask me, $2 billion later, Marvel's still trying to figure out what people want. But here's the hint. You see, it's not this. It's not Thunderbolts. It's not calling it, the new Avengers. It's not what happens when a billion-dollar company chooses to ignore its own source material and just go ahead and assume that the audience will clap no matter what. Spoiler alert, they won't. But not anymore. You can only gaslight your fans for so long before they stop showing up, okay? And that's just plain and simple right there. You don't win the people back with lies. You don't slap the new Avengers on a product that's clearly not up to par and expect blind loyalty. You see, this brand is dead, basically. The trust is broken and the numbers don't lie. You see, $5 million on Monday, meaning $79.3 million in 4 days. And they call that success. It's a meltdown. It's an implosion, if you will. It's a studio exploding under the weight of its own arrogance. And this disaster is on track to go ahead and crawl to $350 million worldwide if it even gets there. But for a tentpole Marvel movie, that's just plain and simple, just pathetic and stuff. But honestly, for a film that dared to call itself the New Avengers, I mean, it's insulting. You see, Disney would have made more money lighting that production budget on fire and filming it for Disney Plus. I mean, it's not just a flop. It's just an industry-wide joke at this point. You see, there's also the marketing, which was also a train wreck too, where they're teasing the new Avengers name like it was going to mean something big and everything, only to bury it in the credits. That's not how you build excitement. That's how you build resentment, okay? Real fans feel betrayed, and the casual viewers, I mean, they're just confused, to be honest with you. But what even is this movie supposed to be? I mean, Thunderbolts, they're calling it the new Avengers and stuff. That doesn't even sound real at all. It sounds like basically nothing more than just another parody, okay? But honestly, I'm still trying to figure out how did Marvel go from Infinity War and Endgame to this. I mean, we were just watching cinematic history. Now we're watching the slow death of a franchise that refuses to accept and that it's over. And Thunderbolts and stuff, they decided to change it to New Avengers. That's just cold hard proof right there. See, there's no saving this fate. There's no salvaging this storyline. Best thing Marvel could do is just stop. But it's like Kevin, right at this point, Kevin Feige actually decided to go ahead and then just simply announced that he has a 10-year plan for the mutants coming into this. I mean, it's just time for Marvel to stop, take a breath, rebuild. But hey, we know they won't do that because, as you all know, this dude here says that there's going to be a 10-year plan for the mutants and stuff. They'll keep throwing half-baked garbage at the wall and hoping the Avengers name will stick. But the audience has already moved on. They're sick and tired of being lied to, sick and tired of being told that every new lineup is the future. I mean, if this movie that they're calling the New Avengers, formerly known as Thunderbolts, is the future, then the MCU is already finished. Not in 5 years, not in one, but now, okay? And this should be a wake up call, but it won't be. You see, The people running this machine are too insulated to hear the backlash. Okay, they'll write this off as a transitional product project. They'll claim superhero fatigue once again, as they always do, but deep down, they know that they've burned the goodwill. They know that Thunderbolts, or as they changed it to the New Avengers, was the Hail Mary, and it got basically intercepted, laughed at, and spiked into the dirt. But this isn't just, one film failing. You see, this is basically Marvel's entire post Endgame identity collapsing under the weight of its own nonsense. And they tried to mask it with the name, Thunderbolts, and then later on, the New Avengers. But either way, I mean, no name can save you when your content is this empty. You see, the fans have spoken loud and clear. So let me know your thoughts about this in the comments below. If you enjoyed what was shared in this video, smash that like button. If you didn't, glad to have you here anyways. And if you are not a subscriber yet, go ahead, subscribe to the channel, turn on the bell for future uploads and notifications, and I'll see you all in the next one. Until then, peace.